One city on earth, one ancient, sacred city that Revelation says will fall under the Antichrist before any other place on the planet. It is not Babylon. It is not Rome. It is not New York, Paris, Dubai, or any modern world capital. It is a city almost every prophecy teacher overlooks. A city Jesus himself named, centuries before Revelation was written. Today, we'll uncover the 7 biblical clues that identify this city. A city Satan has hunted for 4,000 years. A city that will fall first and rise last. Prepare yourself. This is the prophecy almost no one is talking about. The book of Revelation is filled with mysteries. War, beasts, plagues, fire, and worldwide collapse. But hidden among these visions is a timeline often missed, even by experts. A prophetic sequence that shows exactly which city the Antichrist will take first, exactly how long he will control it, and exactly what God will do afterward. And the answer changes everything you thought you knew about the end times. The book of Revelation reveals the first city on earth that will fall under the Antichrist. One city, specific, unmistakable, biblically named, will come under the beast's control long before Babylon collapses. And when you see the scriptural clues that point to this city, you will be stunned. When Christians talk about end-time cities, only one name dominates the conversation: Babylon the Great. Its wealth, its fall, and its destruction described in Revelation 18. Revelation 18 describes its fall in terrifying detail. Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. The double declaration announces total, irreversible devastation. Kings watch from a distance, terrified. Merchants weep because their global wealth is erased. Shipmasters cry out as world trade collapses in an instant. Babylon burns. Its smoke rises into the heavens. A global superpower erased in 60 minutes. So speculation runs wild. Rome, the seat of religious influence. New York, the economic capital of the world. Dubai, a modern tower of wealth. Literal Babylon, rebuilt as a future world capital. But here is the critical oversight. Babylon does not fall first. Its destruction occurs near the end of the tribulation, after the bowls of wrath, after global devastation has already unfolded. Revelation 18:8 confirms Babylon's demise happens in one single day. Not a siege, not a gradual takeover, a sudden, fiery judgment. If you are waiting for Babylon's fall as the first major world event, you're watching the wrong sign, in the wrong place, at the wrong time. Because Jesus identifies the real first city, and he does it himself. Matthew 24. Jesus sits on the Mount of Olives overlooking Jerusalem and the temple. The disciples ask him about the end times, the signs, the return, the events to watch for. Jesus warns of deception, wars, famines, earthquakes, persecution, and worldwide evangelism. Then he reveals the pivotal sign. When you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, Jesus emphasizes, "Whoso readeth, let him understand." In other words, pay attention. This is critical. The abomination of desolation is Daniel's prophecy, Paul's warning, Revelation's image of the beast. Then he gives one of the most important end-time warnings in the entire Bible. When you see the abomination of desolation standing in the holy place, this is the moment the Antichrist enters the temple, stops sacrifices, sets up his image, and declares himself God. Then Jesus names the location. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Not Rome, not Babylon, not Egypt, not a symbolic city. Judea, the region surrounding Jerusalem. And his urgency is extreme. If you're on the roof, run immediately. If you're in the field, don't go home. If you're pregnant, pray for mercy. If it's winter or Sabbath, pray you are spared delay. Jesus is describing minutes, not hours. Why? Because the greatest danger in human history begins the moment the abomination is set up. The Great Tribulation starts not with Babylon's fall, but with Jerusalem's fall. And Jesus himself says it. Jerusalem becomes the first city to fall under the Antichrist. The city Satan has always wanted. Jerusalem is not just holy, it is chosen. It is the one city God personally declared, "This is my rest forever. Here will I dwell." Psalm 132. God placed his name on Jerusalem. His presence dwelt there. The ark was placed there. The Holy of Holies was in its midst. Where God places his name, Satan places his hatred. For 4,000 years, Satan has repeatedly tried to conquer Jerusalem. Antiochus Epiphanes desecrated the altar. Rome destroyed the temple in 70 AD. Islamic conquest claimed it. Crusaders battled for it. Modern wars still target it. More blood has been spilled over Jerusalem than any other city in human history. Why? Because Satan seeks to sit where God sits. Isaiah 14 records Satan's rebellion. I will ascend, I will sit, I will be like the Most High. Where does he want to sit? On the mount of the congregation, in the sides of the north. An unmistakable reference to Jerusalem. The Antichrist completes Satan's ancient rebellion by placing himself in God's temple. Not Rome, not Babylon. Jerusalem. This is why Jerusalem must fall first. It is the heart of God's plan and the bullseye of Satan's rebellion. Revelation presents the exact same period in 4 forms. 42 months. 1,260 days, a time, times, and half a time, 3.5 years. All describe the same final segment of the tribulation. During this period, Jerusalem is trampled by Gentiles, Revelation 11:2. The beast rules and blasphemes, Revelation 13:5. The 2 witnesses prophesy in Jerusalem, Revelation 11:3. Israel flees into the wilderness for protection. Revelation 12:6-14. These events begin the moment the Antichrist sets up his image. Here is the exact prophetic timeline. Day 1. Antichrist signs a 7-year covenant with Israel. The temple is rebuilt. Sacrifices begin. Day 1-1260. Relative peace. The world admires the Antichrist. Israel feels secure. Day 1260. Midpoint. The abomination. The Antichrist enters the temple, stops sacrifices, sets up his image, declares himself God. Jerusalem falls into his hands. Days 1260 to 2520. 42 months. Jerusalem is occupied. The beast rules. The mark is enforced. Persecution intensifies. The bowls of wrath fall. Babylon remains standing until the very end. This makes Jerusalem the first city the beast occupies. Babylon falls long after. Revelation 17-18 describe Babylon as a global economic power, a religious harlot, a city influencing kings, the seat of deceptive spirituality, a symbol of commerce and luxury. Babylon is essential to the beast. It fuels his global economy. It supports his false religion. It controls worldwide trade. This is why Babylon cannot fall first. The beast needs Babylon functioning during his 42-month rule. Babylon is destroyed only near the end of the tribulation. In 1 hour, Babylon shall be thrown down and found no more at all. Revelation 18:21. Jerusalem falls temporarily. Babylon falls permanently. The city that rises forever. Jerusalem falls into Antichrist hands for 42 months, but only because prophecy demands it. But its story does not end there. Then the sky opens. A white horse appears. Christ descends with the armies of heaven. His feet touch the Mount of Olives. The mountain splits in two. A new valley forms. The beast and false prophet are captured alive and thrown into the lake of fire. Jerusalem is freed. Then, something extraordinary happens. Jerusalem becomes the capital of Christ's millennial kingdom, the seat of divine government, the center of worldwide worship, the city of truth. Isaiah 2 says, "All nations shall flow unto it." Christ rules from Jerusalem. God's law goes forth from Zion. Truth fills the city. Peace covers the earth. And after the millennium, after the final judgment, after the heavens and earth are made new, after 1,000 years, John sees the final revelation. I saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God, radiant as a bride. The New Jerusalem becomes the eternal home of God and his people. No temple needed, no veil, no separation. For the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple. The name remains for eternity, Jerusalem. Babylon is destroyed forever. Jerusalem is exalted forever. The city Satan tried to dethrone becomes the eternal throne of God. Jerusalem falls first, not because God abandoned it, but because prophecy demands it. Jerusalem is humbled, so Jerusalem can be exalted. Jerusalem is trampled, so Jerusalem can be crowned. And Babylon, the counterfeit kingdom, will vanish in a single hour, never to rise again. This is the breathtaking pattern of prophecy. The city Satan defiles becomes the city God restores. The city that falls first becomes the city that shines forever.